we start with a small bhajan? Jai Sriman Narayana, Jai Sriman Narayana. Jai Sriman Narayana, Jai Jai Jai. Jai Sriman Narayana, Jai Sriman Narayana. Jai Sriman Narayana, Jai Jai Jai. Jai Sriman Narayana, Jai Sriman Narayana. Jai Sriman Narayana, Jai Sriman Narayana. Jai Sriman Narayana, Jai Jai Jai. Jai Sriman Narayana, Jai Sriman Narayana. Jai Sriman Narayana, Jai Jai Jai. Jai Sriman Narayana, Jai Sriman Narayana. Jai Sriman Narayana, Jai Jai Jai. Jai Sriman Narayana, Jai Jai Jai. Bol Lakshmi Narayana Bhagavan ki, Shri Krishna Bhagavan ki, Ramanuja Swamiji Maharaj ki, समस्त भक्त वृंद की जय श्रीमन नारायण. प्रिय भगवत बांधव, seeing you all here on this working day, midweek day, coming off from Walmart to make a big wall for Dharma. We are so delighted. We are so happy to see the Bhagavad Gita Stupa, which is engraved in a metallic way, where people can get some kind of benefit by chanting the divine messages of Lord Krishna. Sriman Venugopala Swami Gattu is an instrumental in motivating you all to be a part of such a great project, which is unique by itself. I'm so happy to understand that the messages are being distributed to all devotees in whichever language they are able to understand. It's a great thing. It's a great effort. Many devotees involved in this project, as I understand, in translating the slokas and their messages and putting them flawless in an understandable manner, and also just appearing the whole thing on the screens. Lot of effort is needed, and I'm sure many of you are stakeholders of this great job. Mangala Sasanams to all of you. We are human beings, and we have a lot of responsibility in this universe. We are not only the responsible beings on this planet Earth, there are many other creatures too. But they are all very well off with good knowledge to take care of their body and bodily needs. There's only one species on this planet Earth, that is man, human being. We, who are also brought to this world with an inbuilt system of understanding the inner mechanism about inner world. We are a product of two things. One is the external world, and the other one is the inner world. We know many things about the external world, or probably we pose as if we know many things in the external world, though we know very little. We are seeing so many moving elements, non-moving elements, so many mountains, oceans, trees, birds, animals, etc. in the external world. Beyond our earth, there is a lot of stuff we see during night in the form of stars, in the form of galaxies, and etc. But we are hardly know anything about the inner world. There's much more wide world is there inside of every one of us. It is only the man who is blessed with the ability to know something about that, just to ponder upon that inner world. Great sages, right from Parasara, they are always astonished seeing the human body, and they say, Durlabho Manusho Deha Dehinam. There are many creatures, there are many souls who are taking bodies. We see every day as human beings, as animals, as insects, as plants, and so on and so forth. Variety of dehas. Deha is the body, which is a component of a few elements. These are called dehas. There is a small difference between the deha and sarira. Which is in the growing mode, we call it as a deha. What is in the deterioration mode, we call it as sarira. Right? But all these dehas, which we see either as human beings or animals or trees or variety of planets, etc., all these are having some kind of souls in them. That's how these are having a kind of existence. This is what Veda said. For any existent, any object that exists in this universe, wherever there is a physical form, there is obviously a soul in that as the caretaker of that. And behind that, I am pervading. This is what the pledge of God. Whenever He is permeate the soul and the object, then it gets a form and a name. So all objects, irrespective of where and how they are, having a form and having a name means obviously there is a soul and then there is a God too. We are also having like that now. God is there even behind all of us. But getting this kind of body which is able to understand this mechanism is not easy for all the souls. Only a few blessed souls will have the human body. Durlabha manusho deha. There are many dehis, but manushya deha is very difficult. And that too, there are few souls who get human bodies like us. You're all having human bodies, isn't it? At least people say that. Whether we realize it or not. But what the sage is very much worried about, kshanabhanguraha deha. This deha, what we got is very, very temporary. It's not going to last for long. We immediately get a doubt. What Swamiji? So far I am 20-year-old, old, 25-year-old, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, etc. I know what's happening. I know what had happened. I know what's going to happen tomorrow because our plans are for 20 or 40 years ahead. Yes? We all plan for the future. So why you say that these are kshanabhangura? Kshanabhangura means they are disappearing within a moment. Within a moment. Then some curious seekers asked our acharyas, Sir, how can I believe in your words that these are pretty much transitory, very temporary? How can you say that? I'm not temporary. Morning I ate, I know that I'm coming here. Now I'm here. And after that I go to the hospital, or I go to my Walmart, or I go to my home, wherever I have work, there I go. And tomorrow also what I should do, I just kept everything ready and planned everything. And how can you say this is just a momentary? Kshanabhangura. Our acharyas, they enlightened us with a wonderful message. Look, is there any guarantee that you are going to live tomorrow, till tomorrow? I've seen many people who came with wonderful projects in their hands and showed, Swamiji, I'm going to do this next year, this in 5 years, this in 10 years, this in 20 years, and so on and so forth. They came with very, very big plans, and they went home, had a nice dinner, had a chat with all the relatives and stuff, and then slept and didn't wake up next morning. Didn't wake up. Just they had nice discussion with all the relatives. Went into the room and slept at 10 o'clock. And his wife and friends went to him to wake him up, wants to pass on a message. And just knocked the door, he couldn't open. And when they broke open, and he is no more there. 11 o'clock in Hyderabad, in Kokatpalli. Many people I've seen like that. They had a wonderful plan in front of them, but they couldn't see next day. Can we make any assurance that I'm going to be till tomorrow? Anybody? No one. But
శ్రీ అవధూతాశ్రమము బోధానంద సత్యారామూర్తి ఆర్యుల గోసేవాశ్రమము మరియు వృద్ధాశ్రమము పడాల. ఆశ్రమములో గోసేవ గోవుల దానము స్వీకరించుట, మీ నవగ్రహ దోషములు పోవుటకు గోపూజ చేయబడును. మూలికా వైద్యము గోపంచగవ్య వైద్యము చేయబడును. యంత్రములు తావీదులు ఇవ్వబడును. శాంతి హోమములు చేయబడును. మీ ఆత్మీయుల పుట్టినరోజు, పెళ్లి రోజు మరియు వర్ధంతి వంటి ముఖ్యమైన దినములలో గోసేవ లేదా అన్నదానం చేయదలిచిన వారు సంప్రదించండి. మా వృద్ధాశ్రమంలో ఖాళీలు కలవు. చేరదలిచిన వారు సంప్రదించండి. శ్రీ 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 స్వామి బోధానందగిరి శ్రీ అవధూతాశ్రమము, అయ్యప్ప స్వామి గుడి దగ్గర, పడాల, తాడేపల్లిగూడెం 2. సెల్ నంబర్స్ 7981356374, 9618034138.
the bodies we have will gives these bodies give us a great comfort that I'm okay. Yeah, I can live for 50 more years, with no problem. These are the bodies cheating us. They said, they have given an example. Have you seen the lightning ever? Lightning. What does it mean? What is lightning? Lightning is lightning. What does it mean? Lightning is something that comes in the sky when two clouds come together and there is a big light spreads all over. Yes? It gives tremendous amount of light, isn't it? Are you going to keep that light and set your home? Do you ever try for that? Or, let the lightning come. I finish my small assignment on the paper. And do you take a pen and paper and sit in the open sky because the lightning comes and then you can write something seeing the paper? Do you plan like that? Why? Why don't you plan? Because you know very well that it's not going to last even for a second. Though the light, the illumination it gives at the moment is so high, no bulbs or anything can show anything. That light will give such a kind of illumination, yes? But are you going to do anything in that? At least would you make an attempt to do something during the time? Why? We know pretty well that even before you lift the pen, it disappears. And you will be dazzled. Isn't it? Before that, something you may be just watching even in the darkness. But when that lightning comes, even your eyes will be dazzled. And when it disappears, you won't be able to see anything for a few moments. Yes? Lightning allows you to understand its own nature. So you don't try to make any attempt during the time. This is also a kind of lightning. This appeared now. But what a kind of comfort it provides you. I am okay. My heart is pumping well. My lungs are good. My liver is fine. My kidneys are good. And my blood flow is fine. No BP, no sugar, nothing. Everything is okay. I can plan for 100 years. Did you hear the name Mrs. Kalpana Chawla? How many of you know the name Kalpana Chawla? Who was that lady? An astronaut went into the space, lived there for some time with a team of 7. While returning, she had a beautiful plans and dreams. I'm going to meet 1, 2, 3, 4, sharing my experiences. 1, 2, 3, 4. She got a big, big, big dreams. But she couldn't touch the ground. Just before 50 minutes touching the earth, only ashes touched the ground. Not she. What happened? A healthy lady with no problem at all. Everything was pretty much intact. Life. It cheats you. Showing this body, it says, hey, you will be permanent here. I've seen many people in Australia and also in US and in other places. They often come to us and said, Swami, please bless me. What for? I applied for PR, Swami. So not coming yet. Please bless me. Initially, I used to get surprised. What does it mean by PR? I said, Swamiji, it's a permanent residency. My God, nobody can have a permanent residency in this earth, my friend. This is only temporary place. Have you ever seen anybody having the PR here on this earth? We know our parents and grandparents, great-grandparents and great-great-great-grandparents. Did any one of them have PR here? Probably they might have acquired that, paying something, but they are not there to receive it. This is a temporary place. And the body you live in is a rented house. But you think it is a permanent residency. And then you try to keep it always. You try to take care of it always. You try to feed it always. And you try to do so many things with it. And that's how just you spend the whole time forgetting why you are placed here. You came here with a purpose. You went into the Walmart. Why did you go? Yeah, by saving something, you purchase something, isn't it? And you didn't go there to make a living there. Do you try to live over there? You never make any attempt because you know it is a temporary place and you have to quit that place. You went into the car. Is it a permanent abode for you? No. You need to reach a goal for which you have chosen. Probably you chose that place. It takes you from one place to the other. So you got the car. And you got into the car. And you start driving the car. And are you going to be there forever? No. But somebody thought, no, this is my permanent place because the car is so costly. I just purchased it. It's so nice, it's shining, so beautiful, and so on and so forth. Clean every day and see that car and so beautiful. Again, clean. It's so nice, it's so beautiful. This is a car given to you. You are in the car currently. But is this car permanent? It gives you a feel that it is a permanent abode for you. And you try to plan so many things. I've seen many people, not youngsters, those who are in 80s and 90s also we have seen some. They come, Swamiji, bless me. I ask why. My great-grandson's marriage, Swami. Why you are bothered about that great-grandson's marriage? You got married, right? I said, oh, no, Swamiji, it's okay. You ask if you want to get a marriage. No, Swamiji. Who gives me anything now? They say, don't know. They don't say no. You got married and you got children and you made all arrangements for them. Your job is over. Your job is over. But do you think that people stop there? Then their responsibility becomes more. They want to see that the son or daughter should get children. They feel pains. If the children won't get the children, they get pains. Why? Your job is over. You celebrated marriage to your children and your responsibility given by the nature is completed. And you think about yourself. You'll be leaving this body sooner or later, and where to go, what to do, how to achieve, what to achieve. Think about those things. But are we thinking anything about them? No. You start thinking about the grandchildren. Okay, grandchildren also you got. And then you want to check whether those grandchildren got admitted in the school or not. Why you are bothered? There are parents for them. Let them take care of. Let them be the headache of those parents, to take care of those grandchildren. But have you ever seen any grandparents living like that? No. Okay. Grandchildren also, they grew big. And then their marriage. How should I perform? Why you have to perform? Being in America, is it your duty to perform marriage of anybody? Even your own children? They have their own ways and means. They take care of themselves. And if you speak more, they say, Mom, I know what I am. I know what I need. We are being cheated by our bodies. In lightning, you are not cheated. You know very well that it is not permanent stuff. It disappears within no moment. You never put any effort to make use of that light, to do any activity. Yes? But with your body, pretty similar. But you make how many efforts? Putting efforts is not a bad idea. Knowing your goal, then put efforts. Knowing your goal and then put efforts. But what is the goal of the life? What is the goal? I'm asking you guys, what is the goal of the life? What, sir? How? Self-realization. My God. Where is the self? Maybe in some shelf. If there is a tree and there are a few fruits like apples or mangoes or bananas, etc., what does the tree do? What does the tree do? Huh? Sharing. Sharing. Have you ever seen any trees saying, hey, pay me something and take it? Have you seen that? You pick up and you sell and you get the money. That's a different story. But tree never demands. And you won't be able to see any tree keeping a few for its sake and sharing rest of the stuff. Share in total. Have you seen any bees collecting the honey?
సెరెనిటీ మోడల్ హై స్కూల్ విద్యార్థులకు అమ్మఒడి సామాన్యులకు అందుబాటులో ఉన్న బడి సెరెనిటీ మేడ్చల్ జిల్లాలో మేటిగా నిలిచి సాటిలేని ఫలితాలను సాధిస్తున్న నంబర్ 1 స్కూల్ సెరెనిటీ. మా ప్రత్యేకతలు ప్రతి విద్యార్థి పట్ల వ్యక్తిగత శ్రద్ధ, యాక్టివిటీ బేస్డ్ లెర్నింగ్ అండ్ డిజిటల్ క్లాస్ రూమ్స్, కంప్యూటర్ ల్యాబ్, 100% ఫలితాలు, స్పోర్ట్స్ అండ్ కల్చరల్ యాక్టివిటీస్, యోగా, అబాకస్ మరియు వేదిక్ మ్యాథ్స్ ఎడ్యుకేషన్. ప్లీజ్ విజిట్ Serenity Model High School, Nagaram. Admissions are in progress. Call 040-271-46899 and 040-271-48699.
Keep anything for them. They give away everything for you. Drink honey. Have you seen the rivers flowing waters? Do they keep any little drop of water for their own sake? Give every drop for you. Anything in the nature, if you see, they never keep anything for them. Sharing, sharing, and sharing. This is the way we see with all the creatures. Then, by seeing at least them, you need to infer what your responsibility would be in your life. What should be our goal in the life? Sharing. Share good things with others. If you have knowledge, share it with others. If you have money, see that some needs of the society are met with. If you have energy, use it for the weak people, for weak creatures, to support them. This is what the leaders who brought us here, the Jet USA leaders, who brought us here, they do that. They take care of the children who are in the forest. You go to jetusa.org website, you find the things. You go to vtsworld.org, you find the services. They go to unreachable places and spread education, offer services. They identify the blind children, they educate them. They educate them not just with the books, but with the computers. They share the knowledge of computers. And whenever there are disasters, natural calamities, they will be there in the front row supporting those people who are suffering. And whenever there are women not much exposed towards their own health, they are the people, reach women, educate them with regard to their own health and conduct cervix screening camps. You know, cervix cancer and breast cancer are very, very prevalent to Asian people. You are also Asian people, right? And probably they stand number one in the world with regard to these things. They work for those people. They share their energy. They share their money for such people. You know, to get cervix cancer, how much it costs for one person? Do you have an idea? No. A minimum of $70 to $80 for one person to get screened. Such camps they conduct. So far, they did 2.4 million women with free medication, free screening camps they did so far. And it's an ongoing process. Every day they conduct some or the other camp in some or the other place in India and also in Nepal. They do it. You know why? Because they understand a woman is the key of the home. Why Venu Swami here is able to do this much of service in this community? Not because he is great. It is because his wife is great. It is because Narmada is supporting him. He is able to do. If she says when he goes back, if she holds a spoon and says, gone, there the whole thing is ended. A woman is the homemaker. You know that very well. If she is healthy, home will be healthy. If home will be healthy, society will be healthy. If society is healthy, everybody live in peace. Woman is the key of the society. Understand? Unfortunately, even women do not understand this. And especially Indian women, they never take care of their own health. They take care of their husband health, children health, relatives health, everybody's health except their own health. Reason is pretty simple. Social stigma. If husband knows that I am sick, he may not like it. If relatives think that I am sick, even my relatives may not respect me. A social stigma stops them in taking care of their own health. They never try to spend a single penny on their own health. Of course, they spend for saris and jewelry, but not for their own health. That is the reason. If you want the society will be at peace and it should not become pieces, women's health is very, very important. So they understood, as an organization, they educate women first. Then they identify, they conduct the screening camp next. They give medication wherever it is needed, and they try to see that women leads a healthy life in the family to take care of all members of the home. And so far, they conducted to 24 lakh women, and it's a regular procedure happening every day. Sharing your abilities to the society wherever there is need. This should be the goal of the life. But while doing so, for sure, you will be facing some problems. Venuswami became, a master of this community, not just, by fluke. He might have gone through so many hardships. And he faced them well. And so he is able to educate all of you, enlighten all of you, and you as a community taking care of Lord Krishna and taking care of his messages and giving that joy, sharing that joy across the world. He said, almost thousands of people, 15, 20, thousands of people sharing that knowledge every day. Sharing. You can always sit comfortably back in your room and enjoy drinking a cup of coffee. But that's not life is all about. As much as you share, thus much you can grow. Because sharing is the art of living. The more you share, the more you can enhance. Joy shared is the joy doubled. You can always double your joy. And for that, you have to put your efforts properly, correctly, under the guidance of great gurus, great Jagat Guru, Lord Krishna. This is what our Gattu Venu Swami is doing here. What Krishna said in second chapter, Samatvam Yoga Uchyate. Face everything with equanimity. Sometimes there may be good, sometimes there may be soaring experiences. What do? When we have nice positive experience, we hit the roof. And when there is a soaring and painful experience, we drown down to the bottom of the ocean, and there we keep crying. Don't do that. He said, Samatvam Yoga Uchyate. Samatvam. Accept both of them with the equal state of mind. But how can we achieve that? That is what he said. I liked the slogan you have written at the entry point of this place. Yoga karmasu kausalam. Very beautiful message given by Lord Krishna. What is that? While doing your karma, while performing your deeds and activities, definitely there will be ups and downs because it is always a journey in the rough waters around you. There will be waves, sometimes big and small. But how to face them? When there is a high tide and when there is a low tide, you need to face them. How? That is what is needed. While performing karmas, while performing your duties, attaining yoga is not an ordinary stuff, my friend. It is kausalam. If you have the kusala buddhi, then only you will be able to achieve it. Karmas yogaha kausalam. While performing karmas, attaining that equanimity, samatvam, is not an ordinary stuff. If you have that, what you call that, kausalam, if you have that skill, If you know the art, then only you will be able to achieve that equanimity. That happens when you surrender to Him. Ultimate surrender, 100% surrender. And if you do it, you will be able to get it. That is what our Gattu Venu Swami did it here. I am very, very happy because of his that kind of devotion and dedication. He is able to get his grace, which he is sharing with you all every day in and out. And I'm pretty happy. There may be people who are able to share it, but recipients are very rare. Sun is giving his light, but we are very much scared of that light and say, no. We hide ourselves in the rooms, creating a AC system. We don't want his sun, his light. Moon is sharing so much light with us. But are we interested in receiving that? So, having better recipients, good devout community is a rare opportunity. Venu Swami got that opportunity. Wonderful children are here, learning Bhagavad Gita, chanting Bhagavad Gita very well. And good community like you, loving Gita, learning something, and translating that and presenting that to people around and enjoying the warmth of His grace and basking your mind and your heart under His shade is a great virtue, we can say. I am very happy that you started this project, and you need not worry that you are able to do only one project by now. And when His grace is there, and He can do anything within no time. And we are very, very happy. You got a nice body, nice human body, understood that purpose of that body, and then trying to dedicate yourself to Him. I saw those 8 pledges, you are chanting every day, and they're really nice. Chant them. But chanting is not just for the sake of chanting. Knowing about food is not just for the sake of knowledge. Why do you know about the food? So that you can eat sumptuously. Right? Knowing something is not just to know well, it's to practice. Feel them always with you. Let those pledges be a part of your breath and live with them. And then share that joy with others. And then enjoy the life. How long is not the question. How perfect is the question. I am very happy. Venu Swami was asking since many, many years to just visit this place, but we couldn't come here. But this time, our jet team and our Aparnaji, the president of the organization, and Mr. Kiran, the secretary of the team from Houston, they made it a point, no, Swamiji, we should visit the Bentonville. And then they made this project, this program today. And we love to just request our Dr. Ranga Ramanujacharya Swami to bless Sriman Venuji with a Seshavastram so that it becomes a nice protection for him to do many more services to the community. And also, we'd like to give him the Statue of Equality. How many of you know about the Statue of Equality? Whose is the Statue of Equality? Great. Ramanujacharya. What was his time? 1,000 years before. He's the one who talked about equality. And because of his grace today, even all the women are able to chant the divine name of God and chanting Bhagavad Gita. And before Ramanuja, they were not. If they chant anything like this, then people used to say, cut their tongues. And if they listen to them, fill them up with molten lead, was the order in those days. It was this great Acharya who removed those taboos and said, all are equal before God, no matter to which caste, creed, race, color, ethnicity, power, anything never becomes a barrier to get the grace of that Lord, and he showers his grace on all equally, and we are all equal before him. This is the message he has given. And this message he got from 108 Divya Desas called, nice places called Divya Desas. From them he got that inspiration. And he's there in Hyderabad at 216 feet of height. The tallest metallic statue, right, in India. And we give this Ramanuja Swami to your community here and through our Venu Swami. Let him be with you all to spread the message of equality. Let us all stand for the value of equality. Is it the need or not? Should we stand for the equality? Come on. Hey, not standing. I am so happy. We offer Mangala Sasanams to all of you for doing wonderful things here. And we appreciate the dedication and the devotion that you have just by a single call in this afternoon in the scorching sun. All you came here and just paid your obeisances before the Lord Krishna. It's so great. And we offer our Mangala Sasanams to all of you to make many more great deeds to see that our Vedic culture is preserved. Our Vedic dharma is practiced. And the messages of Lord Krishna are known to everybody.
Sun Life Multi Speciality Hospital ప్రజలకు నిరంతర వైద్య సేవలు అందిస్తున్న హాస్పిటల్. డయాబెటాలజీ, స్టెమ్ సెల్ ఫిజిషియన్ లో ఇండియాలోనే మొదటి డాక్టర్ గా పేరుగాంచిన డాక్టర్ విజయ్ భాస్కర్ గారు అత్యాధునిక విజ్ఞాన పరిజ్ఞానంతో అంతర్జాతీయ ప్రమాణాలతో సామాన్యులకు సైతం అందుబాటులోకి తెచ్చారు సన్ లైఫ్ మల్టీ స్పెషాలిటీ హాస్పిటల్ ను. అనుభవజ్ఞులైన వైద్యులతో అన్ని రకాల వైద్య సేవలు, ఆపరేషన్స్, సర్జికల్ ఎమర్జెన్సీలు, ప్లాస్టిక్ సర్జరీలు, చికిత్స అందించనున్నారు. 24 గంటలు అందుబాటులో ఫార్మసీ మరియు అంబులెన్స్ సౌకర్యం కలదు. సంప్రదించండి సన్ లైఫ్ మల్టీ స్పెషాలిటీ హాస్పిటల్, ధమ్మాయిగూడ. కాంటాక్ట్ నెంబర్ 8121678234 9700971100.